Have you ever opened your eyes in the morning, reached for your usual drink, and told yourself it's harmless, maybe even healthy? Because here's the truth no one likes to admit. Most people over 60 start their day with a drink that silently pushes their kidneys closer to failure, and they have absolutely no idea it's happening. And if that thought sends a chill down your spine, it should, because what you choose to drink in the first 10 minutes of your morning can either protect your kidneys or quietly destroy them. I'm Dr. Richard Hale, and after more than 25 years caring for seniors across America, I can tell you something most doctors never say out loud. Kidney damage rarely begins with big dramatic moments. It begins with tiny familiar habits. A glass of juice you trust, a cup of coffee you rely on, a healthy drink that promises energy but delivers inflammation straight into the filters that are supposed to keep you alive. And the most alarming part is that many of these drinks don't cause pain, warning signs, or symptoms until the damage is already deep and sometimes irreversible. That's why millions of Americans wake up one day shocked by a lab report they never saw coming. But here's the part I want you to hold on to, even if everything I just said feels unsettling. The same morning ritual that puts your kidneys at risk can also become the most powerful tool to repair them. Because there are 7 specific morning drinks, backed by clinical evidence and real patient recoveries, that can lower creatinine, calm inflammation, and help your kidneys regain strength, often faster than you think possible. And once you understand why these drinks work, your mornings will never look the same again. And that's exactly where our journey begins. When we talk about kidney repair, most people imagine medicine, complicated diets, or long treatment plans. Almost no one imagines something as simple as a glass of lemon water with a tiny pinch of Himalayan pink salt. But this drink is often the first turning point for my patients because it doesn't just hydrate you, it resets your entire internal environment before your kidneys have to face the challenges of the day. Lemon water works on a biochemical level that most people overlook. Fresh lemon juice is packed with citric acid, a compound that binds to calcium in the kidneys and stops crystals from forming. At UC San Diego, researchers found that daily lemon water reduced kidney stone formation by up to 85%, which is incredible when you think about how small the habit is compared to the damage it prevents. And the benefits go deeper. Lemon's natural antioxidants help neutralize free radicals that scar kidney tissue over time. It's like giving your kidneys a protective shield right when they wake up. One of my patients, Patricia, a retired teacher, came to me with a creatinine of 4.88. Her doctors were already mentioning dialysis. She started drinking 16 ounces of lemon water with just 1/8 teaspoon of pink salt every morning on an empty stomach. 8 weeks later, her creatinine dropped to 3.9 and her GFR jumped from 18 to 26. She told me, "It felt like someone turned the lights back on inside my body." And she was right. This drink can flip the metabolic switch from damage mode to healing mode. Now, you might wonder why we include a tiny pinch of Himalayan salt. The answer is balance. Pink salt contains over 80 trace minerals that help regulate fluid movement, prevent rebound fluid retention, and support stable blood pressure. It's not the same as table salt. The body treats it very differently. But here's the part most people miss. This drink only works at its best when you drink it immediately after waking up, before your kidneys face the day's workload. Timing is the hidden ingredient, but only knowing this isn't enough because there's another morning drink, one people often ignore, that can accelerate kidney repair even faster. If lemon water is the spark that wakes up your kidneys, then dandelion root tea is the deep cleaning force that works quietly in the background, flushing out what your kidneys have been struggling to remove for months. Most people think of dandelions as weeds, something you pull from your yard. They don't realize that this plant contains one of the most powerful natural diuretics found in nature. And unlike prescription diuretics, it doesn't strip the body of vital minerals. It clears out excess fluid while protecting the exact electrolytes your kidneys depend on. That balance is the key. What makes dandelion root truly special is its inulin content, a natural prebiotic fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. And here's why that matters. Your gut and your kidneys share the responsibility of removing toxins. When your gut isn't working well, more toxins are pushed toward your kidneys, forcing them to work overtime. But when your gut is supported, your kidneys finally get the breathing room they desperately need. A study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that dandelion root extract reduced markers of kidney damage by nearly 40%. That's not a small improvement. That's your kidneys finally fighting back. One of my patients, Robert, a long-haul truck driver with diabetic kidney disease, was exhausted. His creatinine had been climbing for years, even though his blood sugar was finally under control. We added 2 cups of dandelion root tea to his routine, one in the morning, one in the evening. Within 6 months, inflammation markers dropped by 35%, and for the first time in years, his kidney decline slowed to a crawl. He told me, "It feels like someone finally lifted a weight off my kidneys." And the real power of this tea comes from preparing it correctly. Whole dried root, simmered gently in water for 15 to 20 minutes, releases the therapeutic compounds your kidneys crave. Powdered tea bags can't deliver the same potency, but only knowing this isn't enough, because there's another morning drink even stronger at boosting filtration, and almost no one realizes how quickly it can shift kidney chemistry. If dandelion root tea works like a quiet detox specialist, then celery juice is the fuel that sends fresh circulation straight into your kidneys at the exact moment they need it most. And this matters more than people realize, because poor blood flow is one of the silent drivers of kidney decline. Your kidneys are filtration engines, and engines only run properly when they're supplied with steady, clean circulation. Celery juice delivers that in a way few other natural drinks can. Celery contains compounds called phthalides, which help relax and widen blood vessels, making it easier for blood to reach the kidneys. Better blood flow means better filtration, better toxin removal, and less pressure building up inside fragile nephrons. And here's what surprises most people. Celery's natural sodium is not the enemy. Unlike table salt, the sodium in celery is organically bound to magnesium, potassium, and dozens of plant compounds that support healthy hydration instead of harming it. It works with your kidneys, not against them. One of my patients, Sandra, a 48-year-old office manager, came to me overwhelmed by fatigue and mental fog. Her creatinine sat at 1.9, and she felt like she was walking through her days in slow motion. We added 16 ounces of fresh celery juice to her mornings, always on an empty stomach, always freshly pressed. Within 6 weeks, everything shifted. Her energy returned, her clarity came back, her creatinine stabilized, and for the first time in years, she told me, "I don't feel trapped inside my own body anymore." Science backs this up too. Celery is loaded with antioxidants like vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids that protect kidney tissue from oxidative stress. Its coumarins help modulate inflammation throughout the body, including the delicate structures inside the kidneys. But timing is everything. Celery juice loses its potency within minutes of juicing. Fresh is essential. Bottled or pasteurized versions simply can't compare. Yet as powerful as celery juice is, it's only one part of a larger healing picture. But only knowing this isn't enough, because the next morning drink has a unique ability to lower blood pressure and protect kidney cells in ways most people have never even heard of. And that's exactly why we move into one of the most underrated, most misunderstood kidney healing drinks of all time, hibiscus tea. Unlike celery juice, which boosts circulation from the inside out, hibiscus tea works like a gentle pressure release valve, lowering the force that strains your kidneys day after day. Most people don't realize this, but high blood pressure is both a cause and a consequence of kidney disease. It creates a vicious circle where rising pressure damages kidney filters, and damaged filters push your blood pressure even higher. Hibiscus tea helps break that loop. Its deep crimson color comes from anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants proven to protect kidney cells from oxidative stress, the very stress that speeds up scarring, inflammation, and long-term decline. In a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, daily hibiscus tea consumption lowered oxidative stress markers by up to 45%, a dramatic shift for something as simple as a cup of tea. Even more impressive, multiple clinical trials found that hibiscus can naturally lower systolic blood pressure by 10 to 15 points, without harsh side effects, without draining your electrolytes, and without forcing your kidneys into panic mode. One of my patients, David, a 62-year-old mechanic, lived in that dangerous blood pressure loop. He was on 3 medications, and his doctor was already considering a 4th. Within 12 weeks of drinking hibiscus tea twice a day, 1 cup in the morning, 1 in the evening, his pressure dropped enough for his physician to lower his medication dose. Even the swelling in his ankles, which he thought was just aging, began to fade away. But what makes hibiscus truly stand out is how it prevents kidney stone formation through its natural organic acids like malic and citric acid. These acids help maintain a healthier pH balance, easing the workload on your kidneys while supporting detoxification. Yet hibiscus tea is not the final answer. It's a powerful piece of the puzzle, but the kidney story continues to unfold. But only knowing this isn't enough, because the next drink doesn't just protect your kidneys, it boosts insulin sensitivity and calms inflammation in ways that can completely change your morning routine. And once you understand how hibiscus tea helps stabilize pressure, you can finally appreciate the next drink on a deeper level. Because this one doesn't just protect your kidneys, it rewires the way your entire metabolism behaves. Green tea with fresh ginger is one of the most powerful combinations in natural kidney care, yet it's also one of the most overlooked. Most people drink green tea for energy or weight loss, but almost no one realizes how profoundly it affects the kidneys. Green tea contains catechins, especially EGCG, some of the strongest antioxidants known in nutritional science. These compounds help repair damaged kidney tissue, reduce inflammatory signals, and shield the microscopic filters inside your kidneys from oxidative stress. In fact, a study from the International Journal of Nephrology showed that regular green tea drinkers had a 44% lower risk of developing kidney disease over a 10-year period. That's not a small improvement. That's a life-altering shift in long-term kidney survival. Now add fresh ginger and everything multiplies. Ginger contains gingerols and shogaols, powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that calm the chronic inflammation, driving kidney decline. They also support better circulation, reduce nausea, and help stabilize blood sugar swings that silently damage kidney blood vessels. And if you've ever struggled with morning queasiness, poor appetite, or digestive sluggishness, ginger steps in like a quiet rescue worker that gets everything moving again. I think of Margaret, a 71-year-old grandmother whose creatinine had climbed to 2.8. She was constantly fatigued, often nauseous, and felt disconnected from her own body. We swapped her morning coffee for green tea with fresh ginger. Within 4 months, her nausea settled, her appetite returned, her energy lifted, and her creatinine dropped to 2.6. She told me, "I feel like I finally have my mornings back." The key is preparation. Water at 100 centimeters factor, 3 to 4 minutes of steeping, and a thin slice of fresh ginger, not powdered, added at the end to preserve the active compounds. But only knowing this isn't enough, because the next drink doesn't just cleanse your kidneys, it helps prevent the most common type of kidney stone before it ever forms. And once you understand how green tea with ginger transforms metabolism and calms inflammation, the next drink steps in as a more targeted solution, one that helps your kidneys clear the very substances that silently build up and trigger long-term damage. Parsley tea may look simple, almost too simple, but its impact on uric acid and fluid balance is far more powerful than people imagine. Most individuals think of parsley as a garnish on dinner plates, not a healing tool. But when brewed correctly, it becomes one of the most effective natural cleansers for the kidneys. Parsley contains apigenin and myristicin, two compounds with proven diuretic effects that help remove excess fluid without draining essential minerals. This is where it outperforms many prescription diuretics. Instead of shocking the kidneys, parsley works with them, gently encouraging filtration while preserving potassium, magnesium, and other electrolytes your kidneys depend on. Even more impressive is parsley's ability to lower uric acid, a major contributor to kidney stones and chronic inflammation. When excess uric acid lingers, it forms sharp crystals that irritate kidney tissue and spark a chain reaction of oxidative damage. That's exactly what happened with one of my patients, Carlos, a 54-year-old restaurant owner. He had suffered from recurring kidney stones and lived in constant fear of the next episode. His creatinine had climbed to 2.3, and he felt trapped in a cycle he couldn't escape. We introduced parsley tea into his morning routine. 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley steeped for 15 minutes. 8 months later, he hadn't developed a single new stone, and his creatinine dropped to 2.0. He told me, It feels like my kidneys finally stopped fighting against me. Science backs this up. Parsley is rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, and flavonoids that shield kidney tissue from oxidative stress. It also helps prevent calcium oxalate crystal formation, the most common type of kidney stone. And when consumed on an empty stomach, its cleansing effect becomes noticeably stronger. But parsley tea is only one piece of the bigger picture in restoring kidney resilience. But only knowing this isn't enough, because the final drink on this list may be the most surprising, and it can change the future of your kidney health in ways most people never see coming. And once parsley tea has helped flush out uric acid and lighten your kidney's daily burden, the final drink steps in like a deep, steady force, quiet, unassuming, but incredibly effective at rebuilding what years of inflammation have worn down. Nettle leaf tea is one of the most surprising kidney healing tools because people only know the plant for its sting, not its strength. But behind that sting is a mineral-rich botanical medicine that supports kidneys in a way very few natural remedies can. What makes nettle so unique is how perfectly its nutrients align with what damaged kidneys desperately need. It's loaded with bioavailable potassium, calcium, magnesium, and iron, minerals that are naturally bonded in plant form, making them gentle on filtration. Unlike synthetic mineral supplements, which can overwhelm weakened kidneys, nettle releases its minerals gradually, nourishing without overloading. It also has mild diuretic properties that increase urine output just enough to help clear toxins without stripping electrolytes. And its anti-inflammatory compounds help reduce the chronic swelling and irritation that slowly suffocate kidney function. I think of Helen, a 68-year-old painter living with stage 4 kidney disease and relentless fatigue. Her hemoglobin was 9.2, her creatinine was climbing, and every day felt heavier than the last. We added 2 cups of nettle leaf tea, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. 3 months later, her hemoglobin rose to 10.8, her energy lifted, and she told me, "I feel like my body finally remembered how to breathe again." For someone in late-stage kidney disease, that kind of improvement is more than numbers. It's hope. Scientific studies back her experience. Research shows nettle extract reduces inflammatory markers and supports erythropoiesis, the natural process of producing red blood cells, a function that often collapses as kidneys decline. And when brewed gently for 15 to 20 minutes, nettle tea releases its full spectrum of minerals and antioxidants without losing potency. But nettle isn't just a drink. It's a signal, a reminder that the kidney is resilient, and with the right support, it can regain strength even after years of strain. But only knowing this isn't enough, because there is still one more factor that determines whether these 7 healing drinks truly work for you. And it all comes down to how you combine them each morning. If you've made it this far, take a moment to recognize what that really means. It means you care about your kidneys more than most people ever will. It means you're willing to take control, to learn, and to make small choices that create big changes. And that alone is a powerful step forward. Your kidneys may have been struggling quietly for years, but they are not beyond help. They respond to consistency, to nourishment, and to the daily habits you choose from this moment on. And that's why I encourage you to save this video. Come back to it whenever you need a reminder, a guide, or a bit of motivation. These 7 morning drinks aren't magic. They're tools, and tools only work when we use them. If you want to stay updated with the latest medical insights, practical kidney care strategies, and easy science-based habits you can apply every day, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Your health evolves, and your knowledge should evolve with it. Because here's the truth most people never hear. Kidney health is not a straight line. It's a journey. Some days you'll feel stronger, some days you'll feel tired, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward with the confidence that your body can improve, your energy can return, and your kidneys can find stability again. I've seen people at every stage, early damage, advanced decline, even near dialysis, experience meaningful progress when they commit to small, consistent changes. So wherever you are right now, know this. You are not powerless, you are not alone, and your kidneys have more healing potential than you've been told. Keep learning, keep caring for yourself, and keep going. Your future is still wide open, and your best days can absolutely be ahead of you.